Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I wonder how long their like startup is gonna be for the noise. I wonder if that's getting any longer or shorter. Yeah, because it's a lot scary if it's super sudden. Well, is it scary if it's super sudden or it lasts longer? Like it lasts longer, you don't know where it's coming from. Oh, and also the new dozer.
Oh yeah, we just kind of charged at you.
Yeah, that, and also the
Did it have
Tommy.
a grenade launcher?
I don't think so. I think there was a Tommy gun dozer.
I have to look. I didn't get a good look at it.
I think it was. I think it was a machine gun that they showed off, and it looked like a Tommy gun or some other drum gun. But hello, hello.
I need to play Payday 2 again.
Same, but I don't have Game Pass. Actually, I do have it on PC. I just can't play it, you know, because pain.
I don't want to restart.
Infamy.
What the hell is that?
What is what?
Oh, it's an automatic shotgun.
Oh, it's a drum shotgun?
Yeah.
Street Sweeper.
No?
Kinda similar idea-ish. It wasn't there already an automatic shotgun one?
Maybe, I don't know. I've used the Street Sweeper, but it's not automatic.
Well, it's one of the faster ones, isn't it? So there is. Matter of fact, there's a normal shotgun one. I think there is auto shotty. There's LMG dozer.
An ad! Oh shit!
Whatever skill dozer is.
That's LMG.
Yeah, skill dozer LMG. Okay.
And you got minigun dozer and then medic dozer, with just SMG.
That's just terrifying.
Space is an ad on your stream. I think this is an error. Can you fix this?
Huh? What?
It's an ad on your stream. This isn't supposed to be here.
Oh, okay.
But since then,
God, and then after stream, there's a chance I'll be helping Concept with something if they're up for it.
well, what would that?
Mentoring.
Uh,
That's all I'm gonna say.
what? Okay, Phil. Give me the details.
Oh, fun. Yeah. Yes. Also, fun fact. Concept can also now do the water droplet. Concept just heard me do it enough and just started doing it. Yes, lizard. Though Concept does it with the cheek. It's very inconsistent. Which is why I'm going to teach Concept more. Yee! Now we can both annoy everybody. Be a Concept, would you be available after stream? Probably only going to... Actually, I guess I can extend stream times now, huh?
Yeah, you can go for as long as you damn want to.
Kinda. I have life stuff.
Yeah, you go as long as you want to. Anyway.
But Star, I am your friend and I can do it. Hey, Ryan, I think you sprung elite.
good one.
That one was from me flicking my cheek. Sometimes it could sound better with that because I do a different variation, but it's a lot harder for me to get consistently when flicking. Or yeah, I can't get consistently. It's also not as loud as with the throat kick. How did you get... Okay. Anyways, art.
Bert.
Look at him.
He exists.
Yes. What do you mean? Oh, wrong layer. These streams are going to be so much more of a vibe now. People are going to make me hydrate every... Yes.
Drink.
Well, that word, because right as you were saying drink, I heard mouse clicks. I was like, oh no.
Nah, I don't have enough points.
Oh. I thought you could change the point
I
rates,
used them all
but...
to make you stretch.
Oh yeah. Your beginner points.
Pretty sure the point rate thing was a mixer thing.
Oh. I swear I get more points on some channels and less points on other channels. Maybe it's determined by how active you are in those channels. Just in general, like you'll get a bit more points depending on how many streams you're in that channel for. Oh, so my Krita is lagging. That's fun. That's totally what you want.
You're what?
It's the art program.
Oh.
But yeah, I've had that idea for those sub badges for a minute now.
Oh, that was weird. You hear that? What was that?
Yeah, and it also sounded like it had a bit of taste to it.
Kinda did.
First hydrate. Woo! Sit. I had to grab my cup though. Nothing like good old flavored water.
Flavored water.
Yeah. I put a meal packet in it.
Ew.
But also, hello, Ice the Ripper. And Concept M Star. I'm a terrible streamer.
What about me?
Hello, Ryan. What was that?
What's what?
I heard a noise.
What?
I heard a noise. It sounds suspiciously like a fart. Don't you go silent on me. That one I know was a chair, but...
That was a chair. Why are the mics so sensitive? What the hell?
See, Concept, This is Angie space. I very anger.
Ah.
And thank you, Ice the Ripper. Then we also have... That's not a button. Then we have sad space. Well, PJ. Whew. God, I drew this at like night last night because I drew it in VC. And now I'm realizing it looks like crap. Also, do you know the... Oh. Ah, yee. But, right, do you know the stream manager? Yeah, just that's straight up on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I added a browser with the buttons. Yeah, to just my OBS, so now I can just press the buttons for things.
Neat.
Like a forced ad. I can make you suffer with a click of a button. Oh, I can even use my own sound alerts from it. Ah, no, I can't. Never mind. I take everything back. Why is mine? Stop lagging. Stop. Stop. I don't want. Man, I still remember with this song that's playing. I completely messed up the drop there. But I was way too lazy just to redo the entire thing. I think that was like my 5th attempt or something just to get it correct. There we go. What's the rye doing? He clicking.
Why is my mic so sensitive? What happened to it? I didn't touch anything. Why is that?
It's always been this sensitive. Since
No.
last I checked, yeah, on Discord, it's been this. It's been this sensitive for a while.
No.
Yes.
Incorrect.
We've been hearing every mouse click, every chair squeak for like months now. Do we have? No, because it's the same thing. There is no feather. Why is it soft? I don't know. Yeah, as concept says, squeak.
What the hell are you doing?
Huh? What?
You? You mean what?
What?
The noise you literally just made.
What? You know what, I'm gonna do a. Thank you, Lacey. Three years of work finally. Finally, something came out of it. How many people are here? Is it time for the surprise? Oh, really? Yes, I finally got it.
No, you didn't.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Actually, yeah, I think I remember you coming from Cappy. Cappy.
From Mario Odyssey.
I suspected you were gonna say that. Like as soon as you asked Cappy, I was like, he's gonna mention Mario Odyssey.
Let's do it. Let's do it. He's gonna fucking do it.
He did it.
He did it.
Actually, because we have so many people here, I think it's time for the surprise.
Surprise.
Yes, Pansel.
Ansel.
Thank you, man. And Heart.
Your affiliate? That's crazy.
What? I don't know what to say. I'm not. Yeah.
What are these things? What are bits? Ah.
Panic. Well, it's surprise time. Let me go grab the thing.
The thing.
If you guys start freaking first affiliate stream hype train, I swear to God, I'm gonna put my mask on for this because this requires a camera. Should I grab milk? Probably. That's a pretty fair hint at what I'm about to do. It may be. I have no clue if my mask is on correctly, in all fairness. I need my... Do I need my camera program? Nah, I should be fine. Do that. Well, I've been telling... I haven't been telling stream, I've been telling friends, but not stream itself.
Tell things?
Yes. Let me get the camera up. There I am. Whoa. What's crazy, Pencil? Pencil. And there's Charlie in the background. Well, okay, Star, I swear I told you. Pencil, thank you. Pencil subscribbled.
Holy shit.
Huh? Anyways, if you guys don't know, I have the little nitro. The little nitro. Yeah, gummy bear. It's 9 million Scoville. And this was going to be my affiliate celebration thing. I have no milk. I have flavored water. I'm going to bite into it. Of course, Art. I'm going to fully eat it. Yeah, basically. The space lizard, learns how to not just shoot lasers, but also fire. Well, of course, this is a reward for you guys for getting me to here. You get to see me suffer. Open, please. I've been excited about doing this entire time. It's solid as a rock. There is no arson command. So yeah, it's solid as a rock. I don't know how I feel about that. Once I have to start drinking water, I'll turn camera off, but... Right, you ready? For pure tears?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, it really sucks. Hello, Angela. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Right, give Angela the rundown. What's happening right now?
Spicy gummy bear.
I'm a man. Who am I? Who are you? The pain subsiding? There's not that much pain anymore? Though I do feel like I'm about to throw up.
Good.
Oh, great. I entertain them. Oh yeah, I've heard Pepper X. I feeling. Pain. That's what I feeling. But also it's a quick burst of pain. It doesn't last long. I don't know what Hart was talking about when it comes back. Like it comes back with me speaking kind of, but not to the same level. Maybe. Huh. But also, Pansel, you said you were talking about the crystal or whatever, or the diamond or whatever. Yeah, when you either subbed or donated bits. The diamond you have to manually turn on sometimes in your chat appearance. And you're not going to have the sub thing because you're the first one to ever sub. Ah. Like, it still does kind of hurt, but can't tell if it hurts more in my mouth or in my stomach.
All of the above.
Okay. Oh, there's the spice chills. Thank you for the follow, Angela, as well. Ah. So if you're wondering what that noise is, I have a cup of Jello. Oh, my stomach is in pain. Ah. Yeah, I kind of did. Ah, it actually really hurts. It's 9 hours? Oh, yeah. And you know what I did just for you guys? I made sure that the gummy bear went across my entire mouth as I was eating it. I didn't just restrict it to one side. I forced it along the entirety of my mouth. Oh, God.
Well, that's weird.
What? What? Oh. Oh, I'm gonna run an ad break quickly. I'll see you again after these short messages.
Who else calling me?
Oh, there goes Rye. Fudge. I'm assuming y'all are back from the ads. Yeah. Do not forget, I am also in VC. If you wish to join, just join one of the other VCs and I'll probably drag you in. Oh.
I'm back.
Hey.
What a miss.
Nothing's changed. It goes in fluctuations for some reason. That's better than before. Ugh. Okay, let's try to art now. Oh my god. Hey, Concept, I think there's a bit of fire in there. You might want to try to get... It might work for you. Heart would never be proud of me.
You realize what you're talking about, right?
Oh my god, it hurt. The stomach just hurts. Right, help. Right. That sucked. Ugh. I don't live, sadly. It's kind of holding up. Let me go grab my thing. Right, if you were still in VC after I left, you probably heard me from like across the house. Welcome back, Concept. Ah. I'm kind of feeling. I took a painkiller because my stomach was just having way too much pain. Yeah, like I was actually curled up on the bathroom floor after. You know what? That doesn't need to be said. But I was curled up on the bathroom floor for like the past bit. And my mom amazing brought me things like water, milk, and bread. Anyway, say so. Concept. Want to start up that mentoring? I mean, have you seen the gummy bear from that song? I recently saw that video for the first time in 3 years. But a concept. Want to start up on those classes? Oh, that's not the thing I want to open. Because I'm ready to start them. Now I'm not as in pain. We can start those up. So yeah, just join any VC in the server and I'll drag you in. Excuse me, can I drag? No? Thank you. Hello, concept.
Hey,
Oh, there's your little guy, your little fella.
oh. Totally forgot about that.
Trying to think. Do you even have like a fair bit of knowledge about the bare basics of the way of the box of the beats?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you know what time it is. Boots and cats time. And I'm not even joking, that is literally the practice for it.
Oh, you meant those basics. I know that.
Okay. Do you know how to get them powerful?
No.
Okay, well. Something that'll help both of us actually is if I go into my settings and turn down my audio stuff. So like sensitivity, I turn way down. Your voice will sound quieter, but you can hear more sounds. Grain control turned off. There we go. Now you hear my fan and PC, but man, that painkiller helped a lot.
I can only imagine the pain.
Yeah. Hey, you try and you can get fire breath as well.
Yeah, I don't think I can sit with that kind of pain if you were called up.
It's only because I swallowed it. If I didn't swallow it, it's fine.
But if you chewed it, it would have been way worse.
No, I did chew it. I chewed the whole thing and then swallowed it. That was my big mistake. I should have just chewed it and spat it out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
8 to 9 hours later.
Yes. Anyways, let's start off with getting to at least gain some form of power to it.
Let me get water because I'm gonna be here for a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh. You know what, because I can. Exclamation point right. Yeah, yeah, let's continue on the art for now. Hello.
Yeah.
Well, you ready?
I sure hope so.
Okay. Let's hear your boots and cats. Okay, so you may want to change some mic settings.
Yeah, I saw it going.
Yes, cutting out. Jesus Christ.
How's this?
I don't know what your settings look like, but just make sure you have echo cancellation, grain control, and turned off, and your input sensitivity turned way down.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
there we go.
no, there's constant sound now. Oh god.
Yep, that's what it's been like for me. Now let's hear it. Okay. Couple of discrepancies. One of them is your B or your kick is way too. It should at some point get to a solid. Yeah. It is also out of these sounds, two of them have variations. And at a certain point, two of the sounds, yeah, including like their variation options, should not use any lung air. One of them one of them being the kick. The kick has no other variations as far as I know, only techniques. And at a certain point, you get to point like me where you don't use air anymore.
How?
Something that helps me is I'm able to cut off my airflow just by closing my throat. So I can't breathe when I do that. So I do that to practice that. So like there's a little bit air for like the more powerful stuff, but generally without air and just basic is something like that. But yeah, the kick should be one straight just, and to a certain point, not use any air. So you go.
I know if I do it, I'm gonna sound bad.
But that's the thing about beatboxing. I sounded bad when I started.
Okay, he give a demonstration again. Let's say.
Remember, when you do boots and gats, you have to put as much power as you can while still saying it. Like. And because I don't think Raze did, I'm going to tell you what each of those sounds are. The boots.
Oh yeah, he definitely did tell me.
Yeah, the boots count as both your kick and your hi-hat. So the B, of course, is the kick. The TS is your hi-hat. And finally, the C in cats is your K-snare. K-snare has, I think, the most variation in snare. That still is called K-snare. It's like you have outward, inward. You could do it in neutral position so that it comes out of your cheek. Those are like the main variations of K snare. A lot of time K snare is used inward so that you can breathe.
But who needs breathing?
And well, in beatboxing you need a lot of breathing.
I'd never breathe a day in my life.
But that hi-hat, the tss, tss, that does have one variation that's done in the same way, which is the one without lungs, the not popping, just yeah. Just practice around with that and eventually get something. It's just a form of suction. Okay, now it's just clicking. Like you have to actually press pretty hard for it, just to get the. It should not sound like clicking or popping. Actually, the best way I can phrase this as well is, so in your mouth, yeah, you have that sudden up point, right, where like your mouth is from your top jaw pretty flat, and then suddenly it goes up to your palate. So right on the edge of that, that's where I'm making the sound. There you go.
Oh, that's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's only somebody saying something.
So yeah, that's your other form of the hi-hat. That's the lungless one. Of course, I'm only teaching you like basics, basic stuff. You're not gonna learn any bases for like at least the next couple days. We learn BTK, which I have to say I'm not the best at K. It's not my strong suit. Like I'm not the best at it. It's like I'm not gonna teach you something sounds that take a lot of practice, like lip roll and all that. That Ray's constantly flaunts.
I don't even know how you guys do that.
That just to get that amount of vibration took me months. Of course, the first bass I will probably teach you is either lip bass or throat bass or both. But besides that, for now, just getting better at BTK. Yeah. Okay, now try to do inward K. K will always use air. K is the sound that doesn't have any like lungless variation. And also going to take a fair bit of air. Yeah. Now I want to see you try to do the cheek variations, which there's uppercase K and lowercase K for whatever reason. Uppercase, I believe, is the one in the cheek. Lowercase is the one in the top of the mouth. But in the cheek, it'll be. So basically, put your tongue up to the top, like you would do normal, okay? And then just try to direct the air to there, getting a duck sound. And then just shorten that as best you can. If need be, you can move your tongue slightly to that side that you're doing it on. So choose a side. It's going to take a lot of air. At least when you're beginning. The outward version of that is a clap snare. The inward is the K. Yeah, you're getting it.
This is weird. I never did this before.
Yeah, this is all just in the basics. Now, of course, I've gone pretty good at the basics, so I can go. Like I can get I get pretty fast with it. Let's see how fast I can go. But yeah, that's just basic BTK, just fast. Yeah. I'm also impatient though, so do I wanna... I think just generally get better at BTK, getting as powerful as you can. And also as clean as you can. I mean normal BTK, not like variation wise, just... I do hear also that K is supposed to be done slightly farther back, like more towards your palate. Yeah, because best example I could give is check out like other beatboxing videos just on YouTube. Generally hear what their things sound like. You can pretty much hear BTK once you start getting good at it. And from there it's the funny thing about beatboxing is instantly what kicks into overdrive is your mimicking section in your brain. Your brain will automatically want to mimic the thing you're hearing, or if you try to, you will be able to mimic it. Yeah. Yeah, check out videos every little bit, just see what they sound like, see if you get to that. Beatboxing is tough though, because for a lot of sounds, you don't hear what you sound like. Like, one sound I do. That sound, I can't hear exactly what that sounds like. That is... Yeah. It's supposed to be that or synth. And... I mean, it also probably doesn't help that it's going directly into mic. I can't hear what that sounds like to other people. So there's a few sounds that you can't hear exactly what it sounds like. You just have to go off of what you think you sound like. Or record videos. Actually, you can do water droplet, yes?
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, come on, that was perfect on my noise cancellation. Why do I turn it back on and get something perfect? Come on.
We're not done here. Yeah. I've gone consistent at it. It's a lot easier to do it without the flick. I notice the flick is very inconsistent. And also hurts after a bit.
Yes.
So, I will teach you a more basic version. There are 3 variations of the water droplet that you can do. Ray's probably lurking in chat taking notes. There is the mouth click, which I don't know exactly what click it is. It's a specific kind of click. It's very weird. There is also a... And I used the throat kick variation.
What the?
Yeah, isn't it so much easier?
If only I knew this.
Yeah.
Ah, dang it. I can't stop smiling. It's hard. No, it's making it worse. Don't laugh. No, I can't do it for a while.
Yeah. That is the case. Like, that's me with polyphonics. Like, I'll be able to do it, then suddenly no. 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 No, I can't do it right now specifically. There we go.
It sounds like it hurts.
It weirdly enough doesn't. That's what people always say. Polyphonics doesn't hurt. At least for me.
It either sounds like it hurts or either sounds like somebody's gasping for air.
Yeah, if I do it wrong, yeah. But
Where'd the flute come in?
huh?
It sounded like a flute.
There is a flute. There is a flute in beatboxing.
There is?
Yes, it's in the advanced level.
Oh. Yeah.
Search up tongue flute. because of your mic settings all turned off, you sound like you're using the entire Macintosh. Like, exactly. Listen to yourself on stream.
Let me turn it up.
It sounds like you're using an original Macintosh keyboard.
Background noise suppression. People in chat probably questioning a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of lurkers right now. So they'll be even more questioning.
How?
Did you hear it?
I hear it and I'm looking at the person doing it.
Oh yeah, it's that's why it's in the advanced level. I can kind of do it, like if I turn on my camera here. PC's gonna perish. There's a 360. Is it? Why is it not appearing? That's my question. Oh yeah, it's probably because of this. Deactivate. So like I have my camera on. I can kind of do it like. I can't get the flute sound, but I can get the tongue position.
Most of them do something. Position just do the
Yeah, it's really hard. It's in the advanced level. So, very few people can do it first try. But yeah, so now you've learned 2 different kicks. The and you've learned 2 different hi-hats technically. And I'm turn off my camera because my PC is actually dying.
Yeah, I can hear it in the mic.
Yeah, exactly. You can do at least 2 different types of K. Yes. You can do. I guess that's kind of about it. You just have to practice doing the cheek variations. The yeah. And of course, there's a lot of things to do with the cheek, and a lot of it ends up always going to the duck sound.
I'm gonna tell you what that sounds like. You probably already know.
Probably.
Yep.
That was actually 2 different sounds. It's different from. Exactly. That sound is called a meow squeak.
Sounds like an animal. I can't tell which.
Yeah, it's meant to sound like one of the sounds that cats can make.
That just sounds serious. Oh, very good.
So this sound you can probably learn. It's not the hardest.
But it's not the easiest.
No, it is beyond the BTK level. It's used primarily by Remix and D-Lo. Those 2 are like the ones that really use it in their beats. So the way you do it is, do you know how you can push air up to like your top lip
Yeah.
and like really fill it up? Yeah. So basically move that air till it's right behind your back molar. There shouldn't be any air anywhere else besides behind the back of your molar. Still as far up as you can go. And the way you know you're doing it correctly is if you can open your mouth at the same time. Like my mouth is open right now and I still have the air up there.
I know I'm not doing it right.
Yeah. So you have to really push it up there. And it took a fair bit of practice to get the lip, or not the lip, the cheek control. Well, not really a fair bit. It took me a couple days, but just keep it up there and keep it up there and do it until you can keep your mouth open with it still up there. Now, of course, if you need to adjust your mouth position, like move your lips and like, let me put on camera. So like, doing this, that may help. And the way you get the sound, yeah. But then after you do it, the way you get the sound is you push all of that air out of the back of your mouth. So not pushing it down, you have to push it back. So it's going to take time, but you'll get it. But yeah, primarily just spam the crap out of your basics. The just spam the crap out of that. Listen to other beatboxes actually after stream, because I might end off here. After stream, I'll show you some videos and know generally what you're trying to get to in sound, and also show you who uses what sounds more effectively. Yes, I antelope, but that's true. An un is live. Arbiter has also been live for like the past 10 hours.
Hold on, IB is back.
Okay, I'm gonna end off stream. Thank you everybody who came out. Thank you everybody who watches the VOD after the fact. Still means a lot either way. Here's the Discord if you have not joined already. Here are all my socials to find me absolutely everywhere because I have no life. And we're gonna go raid Rune, of course, as per usual. Use my funny little stream buttons now. Yes, gonna go say hi to the Rune. Be nice over there. Rune is very cool, fellow Canadian. Is also a shark. Playing shark game. And yeah. Bye-bye.